Hello, and welcome to part 2 of what was supposed to be a 1-part video. But what happened was I lost room on my phone, and it just stopped the recording. I didn't even notice it at first. I kept talking, but then I saw that I'm not recording. So that's why there's 2 parts. Wasn't intentional, but I'm in a way kind of glad it ended up being till the next day to make, well, to finish this video. Because a lot of different ideas have come out. Different people have expressed ideas on what and where we are as far as the Katie and Creepshow boxing match. I'd left you off with, I was beginning day 4. So I'm going to finish that, and then I'm going to bring back to why I'm kind of glad this happened this way. So day 4 is the middle of the night, and my phone goes off, and UniRock is saying it's an emergency issue that Katie Joy is doxing Creepshow in his Discord. And I went and listened to it. He seemed genuinely sad, shocked, pissed off, concerned. So I feel like everything he did that night, he did that right. He immediately reached out to Creepshow Art, and I feel like in every aspect he was definitely trying to do what he felt was right by the moment. I asked UniRock if him and I could somehow talk. I did this in comments on his channel, because he was willing to let me have the platform that one middle of the night session. And I was wanting to hear his side from the night in Augie's session. I'm definitely not a big YouTube contender, but I have my reasons, and they're real reasons, that I am upset with Katie Joy Paulson without a crystal ball. And I attempted to fix all of my issues in her comments. I've told you guys that repeatedly. She wouldn't hear of it. I've got some screenshots later, upcoming videos that I will show you where she clapped back at me. But, so I've asked UniRock, haven't heard a thing back. He did come on my channel and thanked me for the first part of this, that I at least tried to cover it. But he didn't address if him and I could talk. And the only reason, it's maybe selfish on my part, is that I'd like to hear, since I wasn't here a year and 3 months ago or a year and a half ago, I don't know who knows what or who has receipts for what. I'm still doing lots of research, getting stuff very second-handed. So I thought perhaps he could enlighten me if I'm wrong about these items I brought forth. It's only that I would be wrong about this brand newest stuff. I'm not wrong about what I watched Katie Joy do and say with my own eyes and my own ears. But I could be wrong about my gut feelings about what transpired between these parties. And I just would like to know. If nothing else, it's curiosity's got the cat. But I think there's a lot of us that might like to know. And I'm getting a lot of feedback. I know there's a lot of you that feel you do know. Okay? And please continue to share that with me. I would like to see the whole picture. Okay, so the reason I'm kind of glad it went this way is it was called out on me that I misspoke, or I'm just not that bright, that I said that she had called out outdaughtered Sweet Home Sextuplets, roll-offs, Bates. And if you all remember, there was a fifth one that night, Clinton's, or it started with a C is what I remember. We can all look that up. That's that Sunday evening she put that out there. That I don't know the difference between a fundy and a non-fundy. I could have misspoke. By what I was trying to say, I didn't misspeak. But I think the whole community needs to have an education on what a fundy is. That's where wires are getting crossed. What I was trying to say yesterday was these people didn't deserve Katie Joy to now tear them apart. And she brought them out as fundies. That evening that I first heard this, I can see where some people would say the Bates would be in the fundy group. And then the other family that starts with a C that I don't know anything about. But for certain, the roll-offs, the Busbys, and the Waldrops are not fundies. So Katie Joy started the confusion the very first night she put that group together. But I have an argument that the Bates aren't fundies in a negative context. I believe that. But I also believe that the Duggars are not fundies in the negative context. With the outset check of Josh Duggar, I'm going to put a pin in that one. I'm excluding from all the rest of the Duggars and all the rest of the Bates. So I'm glad that it came out that people thought I misspoke or that I'm dumb, because as a community we need to address that, and I'm planning to address that here in the real near future. You can disagree with me once you hear me out. You can disagree with me now, but just being part of the Institute of Life's basic principles does not make you bad. And the weaponization of that community is where I'm drawing my issue in my line. Sorry, guys. No. Bad behavior puts you in the bad realm. Not being a member of a group where you bought your homeschooling curriculums, not where you believe in the Bible literally. Those are not reasons. So, well, I'm going to address it. I would appreciate if you'd wait until I do address it, till you decide to weaponize it again, okay? Because I have thoughts on this, but this is the part 2 of the saga between the three. So to wrap it up, also having an extra day, got to see a little bit more light about even what Uni felt about Creepshow. I want to make it very clear that I agree with her. Her video's awesome. 100% nailed it. Agree with 100%. The only issue I had with Creepshow was the very beginning of Augie's debate between her and UniRock. She brought her anger And I understand she had the right to be angry. But because it was supposedly a debate and the anger was expressed overridingly, we never saw a debate. We saw just train wreck. So that's my only point. Otherwise I have no beefs. And yeah. So to end this, not the verdict's out, whether UniRock's going to stay with Katie Joy as out. UniRock has way more opportunity to make friends if he handles this correctly. Katie's burned all of her bridges. And I know UniRock's got some reason to wanting to hang on to her. I don't yet know that reason, but UniRock is her only friend left, if he's still there. She's burnt all of her bridges. Yeah, she's really dug her hole deep this time. And then, like I said, Creepshow art is above the fray. She's up here. She's done everything really, really well, except for maybe 10, 15 minutes that I was a little bit like, I wish you wouldn't have. So the jury's out on how this is going to end. Don't know. But I hope we all stay tuned and let's vote for the way we want it to be. My vote is UniRock does pull away from Katie Joy, makes his own place, makes his own friends. Having her as an anchor has certainly not helped him. And Katie, you need some help, hon, really bad. You wouldn't listen to me this past year as I nicely tried to put in comments, not just me, lots of people tried to nicely. Caroline's now made a whole thing. The M&M. Oh, Katie, really analyze your own behavior. So I'm hoping you do the right thing. Most of us don't want you to lose your channel. That's not it. We want you to quit lying on your channel. We want you to quit bullying people on your channel. And the world could go on, just like you keep saying you wish it would. Why can't we just be in our lane and make our content? You've done this. You've done this. Quit bullying. We're calling you out for bullying, for lying. Stop. And get some help or get some rest. This isn't going well for you. Okay. That's all I've got to say for now. I'm going to be back later with it's still a on-topic video, but it's not about this boxing match. Okay, guys, talk to you in a little bit. Thanks. Bye-bye.